everybody, I'm USA Today bestselling author Hildie McQueen, and today I am doing something new. I got a happy planner as a gift and I've been wanting to use it, and I decided that because a lot of you use happy planners that I should go ahead and try making plans in a happy planner. Not only that, but using my stash, what I already have, because I have so many different sticker books and such that I'm like, let me just start using what I have, papers that I have, and not go out and buy more stuff. And this way, I know that a lot of you have these sticker books and perhaps you've been holding on to them, trying to decide what to do with them. So let's start using them. So that's what I will be doing for the next couple of months, or rest of the year, hopefully. Because, planner people are fickle and we do keep changing our minds. But my plan is to stick with this planner for the rest of the year for this channel. Okay, so it is a bit of an adjustment, but I wanted to show you guys the different things that I have and how I will be using them. One of the main things that bothers me about the Happy Planner is that there is no space between the columns, but I went back and looked at my old Happy Planners and thought, that looks pretty good. I know that I can do this, so let's go ahead and do it. So the first sticker book that I'm using is it's a really pretty one called Simply Lovely, and it's sort of newish, but not that new. I think I bought it early last year. The papers that I'm pulling out, I thought they were going to go really well with it, and I do like the way it ended up looking. And that little paper booklet, I guess you call it, it's stock, like cardstock, was in the back part of a Hobby Lobby where you find all the scrapbook paper, and then they have the big tablets, and then they have the little ones, so it's back there. And so if you guys are interested in those papers, you can find them back there. And I think it's better to buy the little ones instead of the big ones because the graphics are a little bit smaller usually. I'm using my punch that is from the Happy Planner company, and those are available at Michael's. I think Hobby Lobby might have them as well. Use your coupon and you can use those to make full boxes out of them. So, and that was so much fun to use. I really enjoyed making my own full boxes. So it's part of the fun of paper crafting, is cutting things out and figuring out how to use them and things like that. So that part was a lot of fun, I have to admit. And in my last video, I had talked about a hiatus, and honestly, it's still kind of been a struggle to write. I went back and did some rewrites on a novella that I wanted to make into a longer full length, so I've been working on that. And I just finished that actually and sent it to my proofreader, and then now I outlined my next book, which is due beginning of June, I think. So I am working on getting that book outlined and just started on chapter 1. So I'm excited about a new project, but I'm taking it easy, doing it slow, not giving myself any harsh deadlines. Like, I wanted to stick a novella somewhere in the middle of these two things, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna take my time. Okay, I love this washi. It is a really pretty sparkly, like champagne pink, and I actually want to throw it in my purse because if I go to one of the hobby stores, I want to see if I can find it again. And then the one that I put over the crosshatch pattern on top of the blue actually turned out to look really, really pretty next to it. I am going to cover up the girl in the corner because she's all St. Patrick's Day-ish. And so she will be, hopefully she's on the St. Patrick's Day page. Let me look. Yes, she is. So I can go ahead and on that week I'll do the green thing and I will leave her on there. But she didn't match my spread this week, so I had to cover her up, even though she's cute. Yeah, so other than that, finished up my word count for last week. The day that I'm recording this is March the 14th, a Saturday. So I'm kind of relaxing today and doing little things. And I thought, well, you know what? I recorded this video. I might as well do a voiceover for it. Because while I was recording, I didn't worry about people talking in the background, or I should say dogs barking in the background and stuff like that. So doing this voiceover, I could close the door and leave him out there with the hubby. Also, I did a newsletter which went out to all my Highlander readers, and I did a special appearance on a Western group that were so interactive and so super sweet, and a lot of them signed up for a newsletter. So because they were Western readers and because they read mostly sweet, I didn't want to send them my Highlander book newsletter, so I did a special newsletter just for them, and that was for 35 people. So not a lot of them, but you know what? That's okay. I'm hoping that they will enjoy. Send them a free book so they get to know my Western writing and see what they think. Okay, so here I am trying to decide how to do this layout. I did not like how it looks to have the boxes right against each other, so I pulled this full box out of the booklet, out of the Simply Lovely book, and it says dance to your own rhythm. I added that, and that circle that I put down at the bottom says hello today, and that covered up the top part of the girl. And now on the very top, I'm trying to decide what to do. So, excuse me, I decided that I was going to cover up the pink a little bit with the same washi that I used at the bottom, and then I put down this top 3 sticker for those top 3 things for my Monday, because y'all know on Mondays I really have to concentrate. And so this was the day that I was going to finish the writing on Hellish Highlander, which by the way is edited and gone to my editor, and it's been proofread and everything, so hopefully it will be releasing in a couple of weeks. I needed to check the stats of my sales and such because it's Monday, and also add some newsletter subscribers, because when I went to Coastal Magic, I had a sign up on my signing table for people that wanted to sign up for my newsletter. So I wanted to make sure to add them into the program before I sent out my newsletter. So I had big plans to do a newsletter that week, but I didn't end up doing it. Actually, I didn't end up doing it the following. Yes, I did. I ended up doing it the following week. Okay. What else am I putting on here? Oh, then I put a sticker that says today, and that's the day that I sent the manuscript for Hellish Highlander to my editor, and also the laundry and tidied up the bathrooms. I don't know why, but my housework has really been suffering lately, mainly because I need to change my schedule. My schedule has not been the way I usually do it. So I'm planning to change my schedule a little bit to allow myself more time to do stuff around my house. And I suppose I need to sit down and figure that out, because I still don't know exactly how this is going to happen. So I put this blue one down, and then I didn't like the way it looked, and I decided to use something smaller. Let's see if I find it. I went ahead and left all the stuff so you guys can see how I went about finding things and how I did it, because it'll give you some idea that it's not super easy. Usually I edit and cut things out, but it took me forever just to get this on there, do the cover music, do some clipping, and I'm just going to talk for the 22 minutes and they can follow along to see how I did it. So I have put up there that it was voting day, and then I didn't like the way it looked, so I decided to just use see that one box with the flower on it? Yeah, I finally decided to cover voting day with that and then write it on there. That swan sticker on the back of my hand, I don't think I ever end up using it. So then the little corner that says note, I moved it down to the following box, and then I made a list, and that'll be coming up shortly. I was trying to figure out how to make a list of things that I needed to do that day, because I had to go to the grocery store and pick up some stuff. So I really like this blue box, and one of the reasons I really like it is because it has bows on it, and I love bows. I love pink, and I love bows. So 2 things that I really like. Yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out how to do the list on Wednesday, and so it's baffling me. I think it's a change of planner. Once I get the hang of it, though, it works out fine. But in the beginning, when you're getting used to a new way of doing things, you have to readjust your mind. And I've been working in the recollections and the Erin Condren for so long, and they all have this big space, which is like 1/8 of an inch between the columns, and it kind of helps make my brain differentiate. And with the Happy Planner, because they're smushed against each other, I have to think differently. Okay, so in the very bottom, I end up using, finally, one of my boxes that I cut out in the very beginning, the one with the swans on it, to list several errands that I have to go to. And I don't know, it's almost like I cut those boxes out, and while I'm doing all this, I'm going through all the sticker books, and I forgot that I cut out boxes. But, you know, like I said, it's an adjustment. This one is called, look, excuse my squeaky chair. It's called Watercolor, the one that I just went through, and then the one I'm going through now is a brand new one called Spring. I end up not using anything from the Spring one, and I did a spread of this using only the Spring one, and it turned out so cute. So you guys will, hopefully I will get that one edited and up shortly, so you guys can see the following week, which is the one I did totally with just the Spring on it. And it turned out really pretty. Kind of a lot of white space on it. This one that I'm doing right now has white space, but I think, you know, as I was going through and doing this spread, I kept thinking, this is going to turn out kind of weird looking. But at the very end, it turned out super cute. I really liked it. Here I am putting Mr. Swan back in the wrong place, of course. But even though I liked it, it didn't quite go. Okay, let's see. What am I doing now? Oh, that's the bottom of that day. And I decided, oh no, the beginning of the next day. So I was going to make a list of things that I needed to do. And Wednesday, I did a lot of I don't think I left my house that day. And I did a lot of administrative work and some writing and trying to take care of my dogs. That's turning into a long story. My senior dog won't stop barking, and it's driving me nuts. So I've just been trying different things, and it seems like a lot of people were saying to try reassurance, and that seems to be doing the trick for the most part. He still barks because he's confused and he has dementia, so it's taking tons of patience, but I think we're gonna get through it. Well, we don't have a choice. It's not like I can take him to the doctor and say, can you put him down because he's annoying? That would be mean. It has crossed my mind, I'm not gonna lie, but I love him, so I don't want him to just go down because he's annoying. Alright, so I cut this flower in half, and I love doing that. I think because I don't like putting the whole entire flower and covering up all the space. It looks cute when they're peeking out, like, partly. I apologize for my voice. I haven't been talking a lot, and it always happens when I start videotaping. So hopefully I can kind of soften it when I go back and edit the voice part, so that you guys are not going, ugh, she just needs to clear her throat. Which I don't. That's just the way I sound. Okay, so going to Thursday, we used another one of the boxes that I cut out, and I went ahead and put one down on Sunday. So I'm like, okay, don't forget to cut out some boxes, so let's use those suckers. So the one on Thursday, it's really pretty, just simple pink polka dots. And then I added a sticker in the center that says be kind. It's one of my favorite sayings. It's just a reminder that I always have to try to remind myself when I get annoyed or people get on my nerves. I'm like, no, be kind. I have to remind myself to be kind. The sticker is like a, I don't know how you say hexagon, I think. It's 10 of them, 10 sides. And I used that one because we went to a new restaurant called Local just to try it out. It's not too far from my house. I understand what they were going for, but I think that restaurant is not going to make it. Honestly, it was not good at all. I think they were going like for local, homegrown kind of food, but you can tell that they were like, their menu was too extensive and they were not prepared, so they ran to Walmart next door and grabbed some stuff, and you could totally tell. But anyway, maybe they will make it, but we were not happy at all with our meals. None of us. Not one of us enjoyed our meal, which is sad, isn't it? Another thing that happened on Thursday, I didn't put it down right away. I guess I was kind of not thinking about it, and I was going to do a checklist of things that I did that day, and I'm trying to remember. I don't quite remember if my friend of the family said if I already knew he had passed away before I did this, but I think I did. But anyway, I was going to put this down, and then I thought, I don't know if I fix it later or am I going to do it right away, but I did finally decide to put a box and just speak to the fact that our friend passed away that day, that evening actually, at 5 o'clock. So he was in the hospital, and it was not like super surprising, but you know, you're still never quite mentally ready for those things. I love it, that double box that I just put down, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to put it in this, do a little bit of journaling. Yes, so now I do remember. I do know that I already knew that he had passed away. And so that meant that the next day was a little bit kind of crazy. So yeah, here I am removing the stuff, and then I decide to use the box to write down what I felt about my friend passing away. So I don't know why I went back and emphasized local, maybe so I could remember I didn't like that restaurant. That's funny, I just noticed myself doing that. Okay, so this box is really pretty, and I like that the roses in it match the roses in the that I cut. So obviously they're from the same book, so they should, but sometimes they don't exactly match, and these are like a super close match. And they're almost identical to the ones in my paper I cut out too. So I am so impressed with myself. So a little bit of journaling on the back. So what I did is I couldn't write. My brain was just kind of on mush on Friday. So I just went shopping. I did. It just had to get out of the house. Not only the passing of my friend, but my dogs were just annoying me. And I don't like fussing at them a lot, but the old dog was just barking nonstop, and I couldn't concentrate. So I'm like, you know what? I haven't been shopping in a long time, so I got out and I went to Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Michael's, and Hobby Lobby. And I think, I didn't put it on there, but I'm pretty sure I went to Joann's too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. So I had a good day. I didn't spend a lot or buy a lot, but I did go to all the stores. I think I walked out empty-handed from Michael's and from Home Goods. I picked up a couple things, but I think Hobby Lobby I didn't buy anything, or Michael's. If I did, I only spent like $5 at Hobby Lobby or something, but I don't remember. Let's see what else. So anyway, Friday, like I said, I didn't get a lot done, but I did do some more laundry. I felt like I did laundry all week that week. It felt that way anyway. That red box that I just put down, that's not going to last. I decided that I don't like the way it looks, so I end up picking it up. But I did wanted to jot about the fact that I went out with my sisters. One of my sisters came into town, and we went to a German place and had dinner. And it was so good. And it was nice to just have a drink, be with family, and laugh. And we did a lot of that. So that was very nice. I have 3 sisters, and only one lives here near me in the same town. The other 2 one lives in North Carolina and one lives in South Carolina. So we usually get together like once or twice a year purposely, like to do something social. But when they come into town, we always try to get together when somebody comes into town or I go to visit them. So the one from North Carolina came to town, so me and her and the one that lives here locally, we went to and brought my husband and my one sister's boyfriend and my one sister's daughter. So we went to enjoy some good German food and some libations, and we really enjoyed it. I needed that break. it was the perfect way to just kind of restart my mind, because the next day I actually sat down and wrote. And I normally don't write on Saturdays, but I did. I sat down and wrote, which was cool. Let's see. So then I know that I removed the red box because I'm looking down at my spread, so I don't know, maybe I didn't like the way I wrote it. I don't know why I replaced it, but I did. On Saturday, my husband and I went to Costco just because we hadn't been there in a long time. We walked around. This was right before the big toilet paper issue, so there was hardly anybody there. So we actually walked around and it was nice. Sunday, we went to church, and after that a whole bunch of us went to eat at just 4 of us went to go eat at Chili's. I haven't been there in a while, and I really enjoy their food. So here I am cutting another flower, kind of to fill in the space. I didn't really want to write down that I went out to eat on Sunday, I guess. So I put down this big old one, and then the other half on the bottom of Sunday. I'm not sure I like that big one on the top, but anyway, I ended up leaving it there, and it's fine. Then I went ahead and did some journaling on the sidebar, so I'll read you what I wrote. I wrote, "Death gives a perspective of how little importance material things have. Simplify so that time with family and friends take priority." So that was just a reminder to myself, and I think it should be true for everybody. Our priority should not be things or activities, unless it's with friends and family, because that's what's really the most important thing. And those memories will last forever, and they're very important. Aha! I knew that I was going to end up removing that. So here I go. That way. There you go. And then I'm writing on there. I had to write it in 2 parts, I guess. I wasn't sure what to write. I was going to write more there, but even now I just left it at that he passed away. And then that's where I write down great time with my sisters at dinner. I should have written down where I went. It's called this restaurant called Villa Europa. Villa Europa. It's Italian and German. Okay, so that's it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and you enjoyed the spread in this happy planner, because it was fun to do. And I'll do the next week's spread and put it up shortly so that you guys can see how that one turned out. Have a wonderful day. Bye.